Good morning, ninth. We have to begin from page number 119, skull. That is the skeleton of head. It contains two parts, upper top part cranium, that is made up of 8 bones which are so joined to each other that they are permanently fixed. Other part of the skull forms face, which contains a total of 14 bones. So upper and lower jaw, they are also formed by some of these bones. And back part of cranium, this is important, you have to learn, contains a large hole that we call foramen magnum, through which the spinal cord, after emerging from the brain, continues behind into the backbone. Then comes vertebral column. The vertebral or spinal column, that is popularly called as backbone. It is composed of a total of 33 individual ring-like bones called vertebrae. These are divided into 5 groups according to the region which they occupy. Neck region, that contains 7 cervical vertebrae, neck cervical. Then there are 12 thoracic, which makes the rib cage. Okay? Thoracic vertebrae, behind the rib cage they are covering that area. Then 5 lumbar, which are in the back area. Then 5 sacrum, they are fused into one. There are 5 sacrum vertebrae, but they make one. And 4 coccyx, they are also fused into one. So vertebral column is curved. Why? To maintain balance of the body in an erect position, and curve absorbs pressure and shock while walking, running, and protects vertebral column from breaking. That these curves you can see. And this is the region wise. You can see cervical region, 7 vertebrae, then thoracic, then lumbar, sacrum, and coccyx. Then this is the diagram of human skeleton, showing you skull, okay, lower jaw, mandible, then cervical vertebrae, then collarbone, that is clavicle, humerus, this is the upper arm bone. Then this all I have explained you. Okay, then come to structure of vertebrae. Each vertebra is somewhat ring like a structure. You can see it's like a ring. Its lower part, front in actual portion in the human body, is formed of solid cylinder of bone that is called as centrum, for or the body of the vertebra. They have not given this parts forms the centrum. Two opposite ends of the centrum, they are flat, and on dorsal side of the centrum is a canal, that is neural canal, which is formed by union of two neural arcs arising from the sides of centrum. In natural position, spinal cord runs through this neural canal, and neural spine is a flat longitudinal ridge projecting upward from the meeting point of two neural arcs. Then transverse processes, these are thick sideward projections from the neural arc, and neural arc also bear articular facets, one in front and one behind on each side, which help in joining the two vertebrae one behind the other. Then a pad of cartilage, intervertebral disc or gristle, forms a kind of cushion between two vertebrae. Then they have given especially of what kind of vertebrae are there. Before that, I would like to tell you that you have to do practice for this diagram. This is diagram of first vertebrae, that is called as atlas. Then second vertebrae is called as axis. They have shown here both the vertebrae together, atlas as well as axis. And then they have given the diagram of thoracic vertebrae. And let me tell you that these are being asked to draw in exam, and they are coming sometime for 5 marks. So remember about their labelings, and that you have to do practice. Look carefully for this centrum, just basic part I want to show you. Then facets are like a bit depression for articulation with condyles of a skull. Condyles of a skull matlab skull is having certain parts like this, it will move, okay, on which it will move. So facets are there, depressions are there on which condyles will move, okay. Condyles are like knob like structure. Then these are the transverse processes which help them to articulate. Then this is the neural arc which develops in the form of neural spine at the top of the, and this is the hollow structure. Here comes the ligament, and through this spinal cord traverses. Okay, spinal cord is the bundle of nerve arising from brain which passes through vertebral column, and vertebral column is acting as protective canal. okay, for spinal cord, because those nerves are very delicate. Then they have given diagram of thoracic vertebrae. Thoracic vertebrae also, this is body or centrum. Here you can see rib facet on which rib will articulate. Articulate facet again they have given. Then this is neural arc, neural spine. This is neural canal through which spinal cord will travel, transverse processes. So these labelings, please you have to draw these two, diagram D and diagram B. C is just for understanding that atlas and axis are located here at the top area. So side view of human vertebral column they have given, and this diagram they are showing thigh bone, fibula and tibia in the lower leg, then tarsals here, metatarsals and phalanges which make the toes. Then here also we have humerus, the bone of upper arm, lower arm bone, two are there, radius and ulna joined together. Then we have carpals in the wrist area, then metacarpals which make the palm area, then phalanges which make the finger. Here we have the pelvic girdle, this is the pectoral girdle. In front part we have clavicle bone, that is also called as collarbone, you can feel it in your neck area. And then we can see, not exactly neck, it is upper part of your shoulder in front side. Then this is chest bone called sternum, and this is rib cage which is formed with the ribs. There are 12 pair of ribs. Then back side we have vertebral column, cervical vertebrae are visible. So that's all for today. So please revise and do practice for the diagram, especially of those two kinds of vertebrae.